Yeah, very good morning to all the students to be present there. I think our resource person has joined the session. So, Asli, you can just a minute. Pranav sir, are you joining? Are you audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, Asli, you can start the proceedings of the day, sir.
A very good afternoon and welcome to Engineer Lavnish Talwar, Head of Department of Electrical Engineering, YCT Jammu. Engineer Dinesh Gupta, President of IIC Cell and Dean of Academics, YCT. Director and Professor Dr. A.K. Srivastav, YCT Jammu. Mr. Pranav Ratta, Resource Person and Faculty, NCA, Kathua Campus, University of Jammu, and the students of Electrical Engineering Department and CSE Department, YCT Department, Jammu. Together, we are here to conduct a webinar on a roadmap towards innovation blockchain technology under the IIC Cell YCT Jammu. Department of Electrical Engineering was established in YCT in 2013, and this department conducts various activities. Today's webinar on a roadmap towards innovation blockchain technology is a part of those activities. First of all, I would like to invite HOD Electrical Engineering Department, YCT, Engineer Lavnish Talwar, for the welcome address.
Thank you so much, Asli. Asli, it is audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Asli, it is audible. Okay, fine. Thank you so much. So, a very good afternoon to all the students to be present there. On the behalf of management, Yogananda College of Engineering and Technology, I, Lavnish Talwar, Head of the Department, wholeheartedly welcome our resource person for the day. First of all, I would like to welcome our Director YCT, Dr. Anup Kumar Srivastav, sir, who has spared his time and joined this session. I would also like to welcome the President IIC Cell as well as the Dean Academics of YCT, Dr. Dinesh Gupta, who would always motivate us to do such type of activities to encourage our IIC Cell of YCT. Now it's the time to formally welcome the resource person of the day, Mr. Pranav Ratta. He has pursuing his PhD from Chandigarh University, and he has done his MCA in the year 2015 from Model Institute of Engineering and Technology, Jammu, and he had done his BCA in the year 2012 from Jammu University. Presently, he is working as a faculty in Kathua campus at University of Jammu, and he has a experience of almost 1.5 years as an assistant professor in our own group, that is IMS, Institute of Management Sciences. In addition to that thing, he has also had experience of 1.5 years in associate software developer in eSpeed Solution. He has published many research papers in national as well as international journal, as well as he has attended many international as well as the national conferences. He had delivered a talk on Nagpur Institute of Technology and also delivered a talk on Dr. D.Y. Patil College, Pune. So it's a great day for all of us that such type of renowned person with us. And today he will brief about some innovation technologies that are used in blockchain technology. I think the students of electrical as well as the CSC get benefited from this talk. So this is all about from my side. So hand it over to Esli. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Lavnish sir. Now I would like to invite Engineer Dinesh Gupta, President of IIC Cell and Dean of Academics, YCT, to say a few words about this webinar.
एजली आई थिंक दिनेश सर का लेफ्ट हो गया, पहले डायरेक्टर सर का कर लेते हैं, फिर दिनेश सर ज्वाइन करते हैं, उनका कर लेते हैं. यू कैन इनवाइट द डायरेक्टर सर.
Okay, sir. Now I would like to invite Director Sir, Professor Dr. A.K. Srivastav, to say a few words about this webinar.
Well, thank you very much. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Distinguished invited speaker of today's webinar, Mr. Praveen Ratta, Dean Academics and President IIC Cell, Engineer Dinesh Gupta, HOD Electrical Engineering Department, Engineer Lavnish Talwar, faculty members of Computer Science and Engineering Department and Electrical Engineering Department, and my dear students. A very good afternoon to all of you. Today, I am very happy that Electrical Engineering Department and Computer Science and Engineering Department is organizing webinar on the topic A Roadmap Towards Innovation Blockchain Technology. I would like to congratulate HOD Electrical Engineering Department, Engineer Ravi Sanwar, for taking the initiative and organizing this kind of the webinar. In fact, our college is continuously organizing such kind of the webinars on a very regular basis, and we try our students to update them. So I'm very thankful that Mr. Pranav Ratta has agreed and has spared his valuable time to give a talk on a very important topic like roadmap towards innovation blockchain technology. And I hope that our students will definitely get benefit from his talk. I wish him all the best and wish also for grand success of this webinar. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to call upon the resource person, Mr. Pranav Ratta, to start the proceedings of the day.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Director sir. Good afternoon, everyone. I, Pranav Ratta, faculty MCA, Katwa campus, University of Jammu. Firstly, I thanks ma'am and Director sir for warm welcome, and thanks Yogananda College for all for organizing organizing members, especially Lavneesh sir and Dinesh sir, for inviting me and organizing such a beneficial webinar on blockchain technology. If you want to know about how the technology is innovative or where we use the particular technology, you have to know about the origin from where this technology has to be origin. So without wasting time, we shall start with our presentation. I share my screen. So my screen is visible or not?
Yeah, it's visible, sir. You can proceed now.
The topic of today's webinar is a roadmap towards innovation block technology. So the overview is I covered these topics like cryptocurrency, blockchain, blocks in blockchain, structure of blockchain, basic technology. So what is basically the cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency basically is the digital currency that meant to be a medium of exchange. And the most important point that they are not headed by the centralized system. Basically, the blockchain technology is a shift from the centralized manner to the decentralized manner. We shifted to the centralized transaction to the decentralized transaction. And cryptocurrency is the main topic from where we start, from where the blockchain is initiated. So the cryptocurrency is the concept of decentralization and how blockchain
Pranav
is.
sir, extremely very sorry, I'm interrupting you. Please slide share your screen. Actually, only first slide is visible to us. So can you please put the slide share so that we can see the slides, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes.
No, it's okay, sir. It's okay.
Okay,
Sir.
okay, sir.
Thank you.
So is it visible? लवनी सर आगे अब चल रहे हैं। लवनी सर
हाँ प्रवीण सर, this cryptocurrency slide is visible now.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So basically, how blockchain is related to cryptocurrency. All the transactions are done in the cryptocurrency with the help of blockchain, and blockchain is based on the concept of decentralization. Basically, cryptocurrency is related to blockchain as innovation of blockchain and cryptocurrency are at the same time. Satoshi Nakamoto gave the concept of blockchain technology to decentralize our transactions. As our transactions in our banking system, our transactions are done in the form of centralized manner. So to decentralize, to make it more secure network, we switch to the concept of decentralization, and the concept of decentralization is achieved by the concept of blockchain technology. Here there are many types of cryptocurrencies: Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple, but most of us only know about the concept of Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the first decentralized. Wait. Because Bitcoin is the first decentralized digital currency, and blockchain is used to do the transactions in the Bitcoin. So what are the issues in the current banking? What are the issues we faces in the current banking system? Because our current banking system is have many issues, and there is a centralized manner from which we use our banking system. There are many issues like high transaction fees, double spending, and there are many crises in the today's banking system. So high transaction fees means banks charge the fixed transaction fees in many cases like ATM charges, overdraft fees, maximum transaction fees there, and many banks are depend on these kind of fees to have their source of income. These are the issues in the current banking system. Double spending means if I have 10,000 rupees in my account, at the same time I send 9,000 to the one person and 8,000 to the other person, but I have only 10,000. The problem occurred that to identify which transaction is valid. So these are the issues in the current banking system. And the third issue is there are many bank crises, like bankings are now merging because of the financial crisis. So basically, what is blockchain? Blockchain is not limited to the concept of cryptocurrencies. It is an innovative idea which we use, where we use it where we want more secure network, where we want to change the centralized manner to the decentralized manner, where we here we use the blockchain. So blockchain is the combination of blocks and introduced in 2009 by Satoshi Nakamoto. This technology gave birth to the world of cryptocurrency, but it is not limited to the cryptocurrency. It is helps to make the more secure network with the feature of decentralization. The two main concept of blockchain is that the decentralized technique, and which means there is no central authority which validate the transactions, and second one is the distributed ledger. I tell you in the latest slides what is distributed ledger, what is hyperledger, and what is decentralized technique. Cryptocurrency ensures the privacy in blockchain, and also ensures that the data can't be altered. In centralized manner, basically only the centralized authority know about the transactions. In decentralized manner, every blocks in the blockchains know about the transactions, know about the amount, know about the the transaction fees, everything, it is open to all in the blockchain. There are two main blockchains, are that is public blockchain and private blockchain. In public blockchain, anyone can read and write and participate. It is the permissionless blockchain, and the transaction fee, speed is low in the public blockchain. But in the private blockchain, only the single organization have the access, and the transaction speed as compared to the public blockchain is more in the private blockchain. So we switch to the topic, the structure of the blockchain. Blockchain is mainly consists of three things. What is the first thing is the data, and second thing the hash of the particular block, and third one is the hash of the previous block. Blockchain consists of three things. First is the data, and second is the hash of the particular block, and third one is the hash of the previous block. Hash is basically the unique identity given to the block. It forms the chain because it stores the address. It stored the address of the previous block. It has its own particular hash block, hash number, and the data of the particular block. So view this diagram. These are the blocks, and this contains the hash 5B4C. This is a hash of this particular block, and previous hash. Previous hash is hash 000 hash 2A6E. This is the previous hash number stored. These are the connectivity from which we combine each block. So how we define the hash algorithm? There are the 5 requirements we use to make the hash algorithm. First is one-way transaction. Second is deterministic. Third one is fast computing. Fourth one is and is must without collision. I explain you how the hash algorithm, how the hash function is built, and how the hash number is created. There's a one-way technology. One-way technology means a cryptographic function has a function should always be one way. That is, it should be possible to produce the hash from the document, but not document to the hash. And deterministic means for the given input value, document have always generate the same hash value. Always, if we have the input for the same input, we have the same hash value. So these are the requirements for making the hash number, and to make these are the requirements for the hash algorithm. The first block is the genesis block, and the previous value of this block is 0. Previous hash of this particular block is 0, and another block hash, this is the hash number of this particular block, and the previous hash stored in this block 2A6E. These are the hexadecimal values which are stored in the block number, and this is the hash value of this particular block, and connected to the previous block hash 5B4C. This is the hash number of this particular block, second block. So the block contains the data, previous hash, and the hash of the current block. These are the main topics of blockchain, how blockchain where we use blockchain, and the basic terminology we use in the blockchain, and these are also the platforms of blockchain. So first is Hyperledger. Hyperledger is basically a platform used to create one's own personalized blockchain. Basically, students, blockchain is the concept of, I repeat always, because blockchain, why we switch to the blockchain? Blockchain is the concept of decentralization. It do the transaction with the decentralized manner, not with like our current banking system. It switch to the decentralized manner and it make our transactions more secure. And all the topic, all the today's webinar is dependent on how the decentralized manner working, because decentralized manner is more secure, is more secure than the centralized manner, and blockchain technology is dependent on the decentralized manner. So first is a basic terminology of the blockchain. The basic terms which we use in the blockchain technology, that is, first is Hyperledger. Hyperledger is basically a platform used to create one's own personalized blockchains services. Many of us confuse that. Some says Hyperledger is cryptocurrency, some says it is blockchain, and many of us only think that blockchain technology is only used in the concept of cryptocurrency, but it is not the particular domain where we use the blockchain technology in the cryptocurrency. There are many domains where we use the concept of blockchain, and many of us confused that. Some says Hyperledger is the cryptocurrency, some say it is the blockchain. It is just a platform on which we take blockchain services. It starts in 2015 by the Linux Foundation. Basic what is miners? Miners basically are miners are those persons which validate the blocks, which validate the transaction. Miners are used to add blocks in the blockchain and used to validate the particular transactions and used to validate whether the block are suitable to add in the particular blockchain or not. These are the basic terminology we use in the blockchain technology. Third one is Ethereum. Ethereum is the decentralized platform. It is based on the two concepts. First one is gas and Ether. Gas is the execution fee paid by the user for running the transaction in Ethereum platform. And Ether is the cryptocurrency that run on the Ethereum. Ether is basically the unit of gas. Gas is the execution fees paid by the user for running the transaction, and Ether is the cryptocurrency that run on the Ethereum. Contracts basically the smart contracts is the self-operating program. Basically, smart contract is a code that are written in a language called Solidity, and this language is similar like the JavaScript language. If you are a computer science student and electronics student, you know about the JavaScript language. Solidity language is similar to the JavaScript language, and smart contract is the piece of code that are written in the language called Solidity. I explained it previously about the platform like Ethereum, like Hyperledger, and third one platform is Corda. Corda is the distributed ledger. It is also the distributed ledger. It works on the principle of need to know basis. Means if we want that information is show to the relevant user. All user can't show the average. Like in ATM, we only हम सिर्फ कैश निकाल लो, कैश बाहर निकालते हैं, अपनी ट्रांजैक्शंस करते हैं, बट इंटरनल हमें कुछ नहीं पता. वैसे ही क्लोडा प्लेटफॉर्म है जो क्या करता है कि मींस इट वर्क्स ऑन द प्रिंसिपल ऑफ नीड टू नो बेसिस. Need to know basis means if we want that information showed only to the relevant user. सिर्फ relevant user हो जो उस particular information को read और write कर रहे हो, जो देख रहे हो. बाकी user, ये अलग अलग platforms हैं जहां पे हम blockchain technology को implement कर सकते हैं, blockchain technology को use कर सकते हैं. And the fourth one is IOTA. IOTA is basically the open source distributed ledger system. It works on the IoT and blockchain. IoT is the very trending topic, also the innovative topic. Our smart cities, our smart hospitals, smart homes, all depend on the topic of IoT. IoT full form Internet of Things. Many features of IOTA, there is no transaction fees in IOTA like Ethereum. So the domains of blockchain, where we use the concept of decentralized manner, where we use the concept of blockchain. First is voting technique, and second is financial services, shipping domain, and biomedical domain. There are many domains where we use the concept of blockchain, Internet of Things. Today I particular focus on the topic of Internet of Things, because Internet of Things is used in many areas like smart cities, smart homes, smart agriculture, industries, in many areas, in many domains where we use the concept of Internet of Things. And Internet of Things combined with the concept of blockchain to make the IoT transactions, to transfer of our data more secure. These are the domains of shipping domain, biomedical domain. These are the domains where we use the concept of blockchain. And I particularly discuss the topic of IoT because Internet of Things today is the most trending topic. And today I hope you all understand the concept of blockchain and also know how the blockchain is more secure, how the decentralized technique is more secure than the centralized manner. So let's move to our next topic, that a roadmap to the innovation, and we particular integrate the blockchain technology with the Internet of Things, where we implement the blockchain technology to the IoT domains. So basically, what is Internet of Things? Internet of Things means to connect everything with the internet. IoT means to connect physical world to the digital world. Means everything, by everything we means the home where we live, the vehicles we drive, driverless cars, also the concept of IoT. And in driverless cars, if we exchange the information, and that particular information is done through the concept of blockchain technology. Blockchain technology is basically the one technique of decentralization. If you want to, like in driverless cars, if you want to exchange the data, if you want that our particular car, with the help of AI, artificial intelligence and machine learning, if we want that our particular car learn more and more things and transfer data from to the cloud, to the from car to the cloud. So this particular transactions is done with the help of blockchain technology. It is a decentralized manner. Anything connected with the internet become the part of Internet of Things. So how Internet of Things works? Firstly, the data is collected from the various devices with the help of sensors. This is the working of Internet of Things. How Internet of Things, what is Internet of Things, how it works. Firstly, the data is collected from the various devices with the help of sensors. After that, the data is sent to the cloud, and in cloud, data is stored, and cloud also analyze the data and generate the information from the raw data, and result sent back to the particular device. So cloud is the concept of decentralization, and it is easy for the hacker to change or alter or store the information. So to make our data more secure, we use the concept of decentralization that is achieved by the concept of blockchain technology. So in IoT, there are many domains. I particularly discuss the application of IoT in healthcare. So let's take an example of healthcare domain, how IoT is useful in this domain, and after that, how blockchain is integrated with IoT healthcare. Healthcare is a particular domain of IoT, Internet of Things, and I discussed how IoT is related to healthcare, and after that, I discussed how blockchain is related to IoT healthcare. So let's take an example of healthcare domain, how IoT is useful in this domain. To efficient use of medical resources and to speed up the treatment of patient. Sorry, first I tell you about the many domains of IoT, like healthcare, like smart cities, like driverless cars and smart homes, where we connect the internet to our devices. It comes under the category, comes under the domain of Internet of Things. So I particularly discuss about the healthcare technology because my research field is also in the healthcare technology and healthcare. I also built the algorithms how to on the patient monitoring system, how to secure our data while transferring from the hospitals to user and to the patient or the patient to the medical devices. So to secure network, I implement the algorithm for the patient monitoring system. So I discussed today the how IoT is related to healthcare and IoT healthcare is related to blockchain. To efficiency use of medical resources and to speed up the treatment of patient, use IoT healthcare. With the help of body sensors, it monitors the patients and also provides the facility to directly communicate with doctors and diagnose remotely in emergency. But still, where we use the concept of internet, there is a concept of privacy, but still the privacy is the main issue. The leakage of data because of the centralized authority, which switch to the concept of decentralization, that comes under the concept of blockchain integrated with IoT technology for healthcare. When we use the internet, privacy is the main issue and the patient data is very crucial and can be hacked easily when it comes under the concept of centralization. But it comes under the concept of centralization. There is a concept of interoperability, means process of sharing. We share the medical information of the particular patient. When we share the patient's data with doctors, with healthcare, with the clinic, it will be hacked easily because the transaction done in IoT is based on the concept of centralization. Now, it is time to enhance the security and the privacy of data, and patients should trust that their data can't be hacked. We have to implement the concept of decentralization, and that particular concept is achieved by the concept of blockchain technology. So blockchain integrated with IoT to provide more privacy and generate more trust. There are already many frameworks that already active that blockchain enhance the security of IoT in every field, also in the field of healthcare. There are many applications of blockchain and IoT in healthcare where a lot of work has been done, and still there are current research topic like drug traceability, and by the in conclusion, I tell you about these are the basic algorithms of IoT based blockchain where we use to more scale network for the healthcare devices. So in particular webinar, we tell you about the concept of blockchain, how blockchain is related, how blockchain we use blockchain, how it works, and how the blockchain is not only limited to the concept of cryptocurrency, it's switched to the more and more technologies, and there are many research topics, particularly in the blockchain and IoT. There are many research topics, there are many fields where we research in this particular topic. Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pranav sir, for such a wonderful presentation and making this webinar so meaningful and interesting. We learned a lot and enjoyed the presentation. Now, I would like to invite Engineer Dinesh Gupta, President of IIC Cell and Dean Academics, YCT, to say a few words about this webinar.
Thanks, Ajli. Am I audible?
Yes,
sir.
Okay. Good afternoon to one and all present. Vardi Director, Professor Dr. Anup Kumar Srivastava, today's speaker, Mr. Praveen Ratha, Engineer Lavnish Talwar, HOD of Electrical Engineering Department, Engineer Robin Kumar, HOD of CSC Department, faculty members, and my dear students. I, Dinesh Gupta, Dean Academics and President of IIC Cell of YCT, feel honored and privileged to be part of this session. Today, I am going to tell you some facts and figures related to innovation. India has been ranked 46th by the World Intellectual Property Organization in the Global Innovation Index 2021 rankings. India rises from a rank of 81 in 2015 to 46th in 2021. Some of the innovations and inventions from India are BYJU'S, the learning app known for its unconventional and practical methods of teaching, has grown rapidly over the years. The goal of the app was to make learning accessible, effective, engaging, and personalized for everyone. It initially started in 2011 in Bangalore with a focus on K-12 students in class 4 to 12 and launched its product in August 2015. Next one, Zomato. An Indian startup is in the business of online food ordering. It initially launched foodieway.com in Gurugram in 2008. HackerEarth. It is an Indian startup that is simplifying the recruitment process in the IT sector by connecting suitable developers with the right companies. DrawinWorks is a comprehensive and integrated human source software that provides a one-stop solution to all the technical aspects of the HR department, from recruitment to performance management and to exit management. NetMed.com, India Ki Pharmacy, is an online portal for medicines where one can upload the prescriptions, order medicines, and get them delivered at your doorstep. Next one, the voice of Indian innovation. Ajit Narayanan, an electrical engineer from IIT Madras, is the inventor of Avaz, India's first augmentative and alternative communication device for children and disabilities. Next one, fiber optics. Dr. Narinder Singh Kapani is widely recognized as the father of fiber optics for his pioneering work in fiber optics technology. Next one, Intel Pentium microprocessor chip. Vinod Dam, who invented the chip, is considered as the father of the Pentium chip. Next one, Ajay Bhatt, who was working as chief systems technologist at Intel, has created USB, accelerated graphics port, and PCI Express. Next one, CDAC has developed BEGA microprocessors, India's first indigenous 64-bit superscalar out-of-order multi-core RISC-V processors. These are some of the inventions and innovations invented by the Indians. Thanks for listening me patiently. Thank you, and over to Ajli.
Thank you so much, Dinesh sir. Now I would like to call Engineer Robin to propose the final formal vote of thanks. And all students are requested to kindly mark their attendance in the Google link sent to you in the chat box.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon to all. I feel honored and privileged to get the opportunity to propose a vote of thanks on this special day. Today we have hosted an online session on blockchain technology. On this special day, I would convey my hearts and hearty thanks to Pranav sir for such a fruitful lecture. I would also like to thank Director of ICT, Dr. Anup Kumar Srivastava, Engineer Dinesh Gupta, President IISc Cell, Engineer Lavnish Talwar, HOD Electrical Engineering Department, all the faculty members, students for the support and participation. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Over to ma'am.
So this concludes the webinar. Thank you all for attending.
So thank you so much to all the participants to be present there. I think, Neeraj sir, you can close the session now. Thank you so much.